Good morning. I am going to be picking some things out of my garden. You can see that there's lots of things to pick. We're into the second week of August, and this plant alone has doubled in size probably. I've already picked through one round. These beans will get like 3 feet long. They're called yard-long beans, but I like to pick them when they're a little younger, and that's what I'm going to start with. If you haven't ever grown these or eaten them, to me they have more of a nuttier taste. Really tasty. I'm not going to pick all of them, just enough to make a goulash with a bunch of other mixed vegetables that I get from the garden today. I recently put out a end of July video, and since then, like I said, everything has gotten pretty big. A little zucchini in there. And back behind that is a pumpkin pie pumpkin. I'm letting it just grow wherever it wants to grow over into my very small strawberry patch. And I had corn that was supposed to take up this whole area, but the squirrels dug up the seeds. So this is what they left me. And I was really surprised. It's so tall. I'm gonna say 10 feet more, maybe. But I actually have a corn. I haven't found any other ones on the stalk, but I'm excited about that. Haven't grown corn for a while. Try and give you an idea how much taller than the beans it is. Over in my first box, I have cantaloupe, some onions, and kohlrabi. And I planted the kohlrabi fairly thick, so I've been thinning it out. I will probably pull them all pretty soon. I'll pick a few today, and then once it's all cleared out, I will move some of these cantaloupe runners over. So we'll cover this box. I may even get some sort of trellis or build a trellis and just very carefully help it climb up that. This looks like a good amount for a goulash. So I'll probably just pick a couple of small ones just to snack on today. It's one of my favorite things to grow. I've had some bigger than a softball before. This year, like I said, I didn't thin right away, and they seem to be growing slower than I remember. It's been a few years since I've grown them. I don't know if the thinning has anything to do with it or not. If any of you have grown kohlrabi and could answer that, just leave me a comment. And as I've said in my videos before, we've been quite overrun by earwigs. I'll give all the leftovers of these to my chickens. They like their garden salads. This is my bottleneck gourd. They're so cute. Would love to get a few really good sized ones out of this and then just let them dry so I could turn them into birdhouses. I put up strings up through here and I'm just letting them grow over the fence into that compost area. This is in our back alley. Not near as pretty as the garden area. It's where I dump all of our grass clippings and things I don't give my chickens. But that sim's starting to grow over. Next to the kohlrabi, I have celery, tomatoes, and I think, I'm not sure, but I thought this was going to be a butternut. It sprouted up on its own randomly, and then just a small corner of potatoes. It doesn't really look like a butternut plant. Maybe a zucchini, but I don't know. I haven't had oh, there's one. This might be a crookneck. Nothing to pick on that, but for my celery, I'll have a video out soon about tying up my celery. I like to keep them in neat little rows. And I just use this rubbery plastic plant tape. So keep an eye out for that video in a couple weeks. And I think what I'm going to do is just cut the tops off one of these to put into the goulash that I plan to make. And I may as well do it from the inside where it's growing into the tomatoes. Like I said, we've had earwigs. It's very frustrating. Hopefully they haven't torn up this plant too much. I'll inspect those before I take them inside. Definitely be easier with two hands. And I'll use the leaves and everything, not just the stalk. after I get those cleaned up. I have more celery in pots, and these ones I had already cut the tops off. And as you can see, it's you can see where I cut right there, and it's already getting bushy. Might be something I'll keep in the greenhouse, or just these two since they grow so quickly in the fall. Lots of catnip through here, pineapple sage, a little thyme tree back there, and another pineapple sage. And a lot of these plants that surround my little porch here were random plants that popped up on their own, so I just put them in a pot. Like tomatoes, they always sprout up everywhere. And I've had this mint for many years, spearmint. And then I ran out of space, so I just put my okra in a couple little pots, and I'm growing these specifically for my daughter, so I'm sure she would love to have that. The goulash that I'm making is for the girls. So I will go ahead and pick some of the bigger, still small, but bigger okra. There's more than I thought. See some flowers starting on this. Another one right there. Oh, I got a small amount. This is my extended garden where the chicken run used to be. I have a few things in here I can pick, like this golden zucchini. And this one looks like it's getting eaten at. I'm just gonna pick that. I've never had these lemon squash before, but this was supposed to be a green zucchini. Pretty good taste. Also has a slight nutty flavor to it. And I do see a squash bug right there, first one. And what I learned when I was younger, having a garden, is that you just need to take them off the plant. And they're really gross. Might have my husband do that this evening. So I may pick this one. I don't know how big these get. I think this is a decent size. And there's that little bug. If you don't know what a squash bug looks like, right there. They can infest your plants pretty quickly. Yeah, that's a decent size. Even the seeds, if you saute these, they've got a nice nutty, crunchy flavor to them. These are my scarlet runners. Ants and earwigs have really taken a toll on these. I have several TP plants of these, and they eat up the flowers. So I've had hundreds of blooms, but not one bean. Here's a few peppers from seeds I got from peppers I bought from the store. And crookneck, that's a good size, so I'll just get that. Some more peppers. I won't pick any of these, but got a decent sized one going. Then I had a random tomato start in this bucket as well, so I let it go, and a sunflower. Got the sugar baby watermelon growing up a trellis I made last year. More tomatoes, more scarlet runners, and these are regular green beans that I planted a little bit late alongside these green beans. So no flowers yet. And back here is some tomatillo. A lot of blooms, and the tomatillos are starting to form. And magic beans. The purple bean that turns green when you cook them. My favorite bean. I apologize for the filming, picking and filming. I haven't figured out that method of recording yet. A few in here for this small pot that I have them in. So pretty. And this is English cucumber growing up a teepee. Let's have a couple on here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick. Not for the goulash, but just for a snack. They seem a little plumpier than English zucchini, but I'll be patient and let one of them, the next ones that come on there, try and let them get longer. Well, that is it for the second week of August, and I feel like I got a decent bowl of vegetables to make some snacks and a goulash. But I'll give you a quick view of everything in the garden. If you like this video and you haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to do that. And I'll probably give another update to the garden probably by the end of August. Everything grows so fast. Just from my last July video, you will probably be able to see that. Thank you for watching.